So just to show you that I am actually booking appointments for my agency, here's my calendar. This is actually what my calendar looked like this week in terms of meetings here. And I'm trying to block out my weekends as much as I can. Last week, I really didn't have a lot of meetings last week, but here is the week before. And another week, another week, another week, and another week. All the way back to March, really. And this is just to show you that it is possible to book a ton of meetings in your SMMA. Hi and welcome to this video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Liv. I'm 21 years old. I own my own business and right now I'm in Switzerland but soon traveling all around the world. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you how my SMMA marketing agency gets between 20 to 30 appointments / meetings every single month. And I know that if you are a marketing agency owner yourself, this is something that can be really hard because let's just admit it, if we don't get enough appointments and meetings every single month, well, we're not growing and we're not getting enough clients. And also we're not getting the chance to actually get even better at sales so that we can get more clients and grow our business. So all in all, the best foundation that you can do for yourself is learn how to never run out of meetings. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you some different tips of what I do to make sure that we get even more appointments / meetings every single month. And bear in mind, this is something that we're not perfect at yet, but we're definitely getting there, and we recently bought a course that is actually allowing us to do this even better and really improving our systems in order to get enough meetings every single month and never have to worry about it ever again. So right now we're in the journey of just simply getting really good at booking appointments from different types of methods and finding out what's the best strategy for us. What's the best strategy for us won't necessarily be the best strategy for you because we might be in different niches, in different markets, all of that kind of stuff. So of course you need to test out what works the best for you, but here is some really great tips that I definitely and only recommend you to try out. So when it comes to doing outreach, which is really what we're focusing on in this video, it's cold outreach, so there's no inbound or anything like that. This is pure outbound cold outreach to make sure we get more meetings. And we can do this in a ton of different ways. One of the most important things to bear in mind when doing outreach really and finding out what works the best is to have a good offer. This is something that we all talk a lot about because all in all it's just really so important. Because if you don't have a good offer, well, you're not really getting that far because you would just blend in with all of the other people that are contacting the same businesses that you're contacting every single day. So there's not really anything that makes you stand out, and that's what you can do with a really good offer. So if you approach someone with a really good offer that basically says, well, I can deliver you this and it's risk-free, so you have nothing to lose, would you be open to discussing this? So one of the most important things is to remove any kind of risk, have some kind of guarantee or anything so that the people that you're reaching out to feel like it's a no-brainer. That's number one. Number two is a good script. Of course, this varies a lot from which platform you use and everything like that, but you want to have a short form script, mid form script, and a long form script. Like the shortest form, you can use that in your cold outreach on like DMs, stuff like that. Mid form, you can use it if you want to explain a bit more detail on certain platforms, and the long term, you want to be using that in your email outreach. But yeah, let's get into a bit more here. Number three thing that's really important to bear in mind is you need to put in effort. You cannot just send out a simple 2-line sentence and then expect people to be overly happy with you and want to book a meeting with you. It's just not how it works. You're a business owner. You are a professional, so you have to act like one. You have to be professional when you're doing your outreach and in your whole strategy in general. So make sure that you're actually putting in effort and showing yourself and also the people and the world around you that this is something you really want and you're really good at it. Number four is testing. Once you've come up with a strategy, you don't just want to rely on that forever. You need to test it out to make sure you get a proven process, which is number five. So once you get a proven process, that basically means you have a script and you have an offer that you're actually getting good results from. Well, that's a proven strategy. It can always be improved, but you don't want to change strategy every single month or so. You need to stick with a proven strategy for several several months until you really know it works and that you've gotten results in from it, and then you can start to optimize a little bit along the way. But it's important that you don't do too many things at once, because then everything will just get so much more confusing and you're gonna be one of those agencies who doesn't really find a proven strategy and then ends up quitting. Number 6 is, once you have the proven strategy, you need to do more volume. So that is more the easy part, but that is of course what you need to do when you have a proven strategy in order to get even more appointments in. But what are some outreach methods that you can use? Of course, you might know some of these. The first I want to mention to you is DM, outbound DM, cold DM, whatever you want to call it. And you can do this through Facebook, through Instagram, through LinkedIn, and through TikTok. Like all of these platforms. I think you can even do like Twitter or something like that, but find out what works the best for you. So what I would recommend you is choosing 1 or 2 of those in the beginning, test them out for a long period of time. After like 4 to 6 months, you have hopefully gotten a proven system that you know works. If it doesn't work for you, move on to another system and test that out. What are some of the things that you need to take into consideration when doing these outreach methods? When doing these outreach methods is you have to have a good offer, you have to have a good message seen rate. Of course, you also have to get a good response rate, so people are actually seeing your message, responding to it, and then lastly, a good message appointment booking rate, so that you're actually getting meetings and appointments from this that you're sending out. The second outreach method I want to talk to you about is cold email. This is actually something a lot of people are using, but I feel like people have a bit of misunderstanding for it, because a lot of people are just sending out really short emails with 2 to 5 sentences or something like that, and it's just not appealing. There's definitely something that's missing, and therefore you need to really test out different strategies in order for you to find what works the best for you. Again, you need to seem professional, you need to seem like you actually care about the people that you're writing to. It has to be more personalized than what you're doing right now. You actually want to seem like a professional business owner that genuinely want to help other people's businesses, and you don't do that with just sending out like 2 sentences emails with really nothing in there, no value or anything. So in your email, you of course want to be engaging. You also want to have your guarantee and what it is exactly that you're gonna promise. Then you also want to make sure to attach your Calendly link, so the people that are seeing your email can go in and actually book an appointment themselves. So there's not too much chatting back and forth to find a time where you can have a meeting together. In your cold emailing, it's also really important to have a good follow-up process, just as in the DM sorcery. So here, what you want to be doing is following up with the people between 3 to 4 times, and if they actually answer your email and showing some kind of interest, you actually want to be following up with them 7 to 8 times until you get an answer, and before you let them loose, really. Because once they have showed some kind of interest, you really need to see if you can get them in there and get a meeting with them. Don't just give up if they don't answer your first 2 emails or something like that. Keep following up with them. You're trying to help them. Remember that. And then the third thing that you can do to get more appointments in your marketing agency is cold calling. Now, listen to me, I don't want to say too much about this because it's not something I have done a lot of. I did it in the beginning of a marketing agency. Back then, I didn't really have a proven system. I didn't know where to start, so I just started. I saw some YouTube videos about what to say, but it was kind of outdated, and also it was what everyone else was doing, so of course it didn't work. What I was doing, I just had a lead list. I called every single person, but I never got through to the actual business owner, which means that all of the people I talked to was gatekeepers, which I found so hard to pass by. But the most important thing here is that you don't need to handle gatekeepers. Like, you should literally just be like, hi, can you please pass me through to the business owner, or something like that. And don't care too much about what they're saying. Don't give them any information that you're a business or something like that, because then they're not gonna let you through. There are so many different ways to do this, but the easiest thing should actually be to bypass the gatekeeper. Just be like, hi, can you please put me through to business owner's name? I'll just wait, thanks. And then wait, see what they say, and do things like that to get through to the owner. Once you get through to the owner, you of course want to have a good script that you can go through with them to of course book them in for a meeting. Here you don't want to reveal too much information, of course, but you want to make it seem really, really interesting and appealing to the business owner in order for them to actually want to have a meeting with you where you can discuss it in even more detail. So that was the 3 different outreach methods. 1, cold outreach on DM, on social media platforms. 2, cold emailing. And 3, cold calling. This is really the 3 primary ways that I would recommend you to try out. And again, I need you really to be aware that you need to find a proven system. You need to test out a bunch of different things, not all at once, to take a lot of time before you can actually see if it works or not. You cannot determine if something works in just like 1 or 2 weeks. You need to give it months. Test out 1 metric at a time before changing something. You don't want to be changing more than 1 thing at a time, because if you do, you'll not be able to see what actually made the difference. So all in all, our best appointment booking systems is actually right now email and Instagram DM. That is also the things that we have been using the most. We are also looking more into LinkedIn. However, we have some trouble getting accounts for that. Then we're also testing out Facebook. It is a bit harder to actually land in the message instead of just spam folder, but that's what we're testing out. We haven't tried TikTok or, Twitter, Pinterest, all of those. So I can't say anything about that, but I know that it's working for some people. So maybe consider that. It really depends on your niche, because well, if you're in real estate, you might not want to use TikTok. I don't know, but I don't think so. But what do I know? So think about, where are your niche? Like, what are they doing? And one bonus tip that I want to give you is that when you're doing outreach, make sure that you're standing out. Your message should not be something that everyone else is sending out. So therefore, I don't really want to give you any specific examples, because if you're gonna copy that, well, everyone is gonna copy it and no one is gonna get results because everyone is doing the same thing. So don't be a copycat. Find out your own strategy and of course make it make sense, but make it your own, because then you're gonna be unique and you're gonna stand out from all of the other people doing the same things. So please, for the sake of God, do not search up on YouTube what to write in my scripts. Don't do that. What I would recommend you here is go in, check out Charlie Morgan. He has a YouTube channel where he has so many great videos on how to write out scripts, do outreach, do appointment booking, all of that stuff. And it's so valuable. I actually have bought his course and it has helped me so much more than I can ever imagine. So if you're thinking about that, I can only recommend it. And if not, please just check out his YouTube channel. He does not give you any specific scripts, but he's giving you so much great framework that you should be using and implementing. So yeah, that was just a little bonus tip that I can only recommend you to go check out. So yeah, this is actually how I am currently booking between 20 to 30 appointments in my agency every single month, and hopefully I'll be booking even more as time goes by. If you have watched this far, please type in the comments outreach, and make sure to like and subscribe if you liked the video and if you found it helpful. It really does help me to make even more content like this, and I really appreciate you that you took your time to watch this video essentially. So thank you so much for that, and I hope to see you in the next video.